Hello, hello. Hopefully everyone can hear me all right.
Let's talk about BetterHelp.
Whoa. So, I'm currently in search of my earbuds. I know I should have had those ready and prepared. So, hopefully everyone can hear me all right. So, if anybody hears any digging around or scratching about sounds, that would be me. Recently finished up an early dinner because I don't know how long I will be streaming. I'm hoping everyone has had an excellent wow, a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Saturday in general. Happy Batter Day, Catter Day to those of you who celebrate. No active sign of my earbuds. I know generally when I tend to, sorry if that sound is just a little bit too loud or unnerving. Okay, I may have to just deal without earbuds today. I just use them because it helps condense the sound. I dog sit on weekends, and I know it helps keep the noise down a bit. So let's see, I don't see any commentals in the chat at the moment. Oh, we have Slipknot fans saying hi. Howdy, how are you doing? Yeah, I was in the middle of digging for my earbuds. I'm not sure how long you've been there or if you just came into the chat. That's pretty much all it. How's your Saturday going? I've mostly been running errands. Never got a notification. No, I came on very last minute today. So that was me. I'm trying to be better about it. I was running errands earlier and had a quick dinner because I'm not sure how late I'm going to be on. So, yeah, that was me. I'm not sure if you can hear me all right. I couldn't find my earbuds. So, just saw the stream was active on the front page of YouTube. Yeah, well, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. My stream was okay so far. That's good. Any weekend plans or just chilling out? Yeah, I had my topics sheet nearby. Believe it or not, I was prepared with a list of topics and I cannot find it now now I find my earbuds. Wow. It was dangling on the side of my table connected to the charger. So let's see if I can get that to sync. I can hear you. Well, that's good. I dog sit on weekends, so I usually use the earbuds because I feel like it helps condense the sound. That way, whenever the dogs start howling, it doesn't sound full blast. Because they're beagles, so I know they tend to be very, very loud. Just chilling out. That's cool. Any movies on the menu? I haven't had a chance to watch anything. The last thing. Hey, Kara's coming in.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good. Yeah, we have Slipknot fan hanging out in the chat. Have you had any movies recently that you were watching or nah, not really?
We did watch this in the back. We watched this documentary. It was weird. It's like people who believe in aliens, and there was this lady who said if she ate KFC, she would get abducted by aliens. It's weird.
I've never heard of that.
I don't remember the name of it, but Trenchy and them should.
The do what?
I said Trenchy and them might remember it.
Oh, okay. German Shepherds are extremely loud. I don't have much experience with German Shepherds. The last documentary I was watching was called Night Visitors in Search of UFOs. I don't know if you've seen or heard of that one.
Uh,
I'm not sure how recent it is.
I don't think so. I don't like watch a lot of documentaries. I
Oh,
just try
okay.
to think.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people are into, I don't know if you call it fringe or UFO stuff, so I just wasn't curious. I thought wow, that was a weird sentence. I I thought I wasn't curious. I wasn't sure if you were into that. I just woke up from a nap. That's my excuse.
Yeah, usually kind of out of it when you first wake up. Mhm.
Yeah, I just woke up and then I had a quick dinner. Yeah, Slipknot fan says my neighbors complained about my dog barking. I'm surprised our neighbors don't complain about our dogs. We have quite a bit and they're always making noise. Right on cue, there goes one right now.
My dog barks, but she's like so tiny, and she's in the other room, so she can't do it that loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if she gets annoying, just let me know. I'll put in the earbuds. She's in the next room, so I don't know if she's too bad right now. Oh, that reminds me, Slipknot fan, I think, was talking about scarecrows. Um, some scarecrows movies. The last stream, they had their movie anniversary, I think, yesterday. I think Slipknot was trying to get me to watch it. Um, the last two streams, I still haven't had a chance to watch that movie yet. But to my understanding, I think Slipknot fan likes that movie. Have you seen or heard of that one? It's like some 80s movie about scarecrows.
No,
Oh my gosh, what is
I
she doing?
I have seen like killer scarecrows before, but nothing in like a movie. It's always been like short stories.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Let me see. Slipknot says, I've seen a movie called Prison 1987 starring Viggo Mortensen. I like Viggo. I think I've heard of that one, Prison. That one's off of like a 4-pack from Shout Factory, Scream Factory, I think. If I'm thinking the right one, he's kind of like on the cover holding his face screaming. I don't know, he looks kind of funny. Going to
I,
watch it soon.
I
I
saw
Mhm.
Reanimator 4. That was in prison. I think it was 4.
Was that the one right after not after Bride of Reanimator. I think there was one more, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of how many there is, but I think it's the third movie or the fourth movie. It's
Mm-hmm.
just in a prison and he reanimates people. No.
Yeah. Yeah, Scarecrow's 88. That's the one that recently had an anniversary. Actually, Scarecrow's wasn't too great. I still haven't seen it. My favorite Vigo role, and I didn't even know who he was back then, was in Prophecy, the one with Virginia Madsen and Christopher Walken. Have you ever seen that one? The fight between angels and humans, or heaven. The angels are jealous that humans have souls.
When did it come out?
It was early 90s. I'd have to Google it. I want to say 93, 94.
Oh, then it's not the one I was just thinking of, but
I'm
it's
checking.
it might be another one I'm thinking of.
Not the one with the bear.
It was like the people were trapped in a house and the demons were like killing them all or something.
The Prophecy. I can't talk. The Prophecy, 1995. Eric Stoltz was in that. I forgot about that. It was a
Yeah,
pretty good cast.
I might have seen it, but I don't know for sure because I've seen a lot of movies with demons and angels.
Yeah, this one had there was a scene where it also took place on a reservation.
Yeah, not really ringing any bells there.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of horror movies I have to check out,
Mm.
especially some of the older ones.
Let's see. The movie I wanted you to see was called V 1967. It was a really good movie from Russia. I still haven't had a chance to check it out. I think you told me and Marty about that one. It was here on YouTube, I think you had said. Eric Stoltz was the original Marty McFly, then Michael J. Fox replaced him. I didn't know that. Huh.
Oh, I had seen the original footage for that, so that's who that was.
Huh. I can't picture Eric Stoltz as McFly. That I don't know, that's kind of now I kind of want somebody to do a deep fake of that just to see how freaky it would look.
Oh, you can see it. They
Oh,
they
really?
have the original footage of him. He didn't wear the same clothes as Michael J. Fox did as Marty McFly. He wore like a black jacket
Mm-hmm.
and a white shirt and jeans.
Hmm.
But he does the scenes like exactly.
Okay.
Like they have the
Um,
scene at him at the cafe.
I don't know. I'm so stuck on him. I found my list from earlier. I'm so stuck on him as Michael J. Fox as McFly. It's just I don't know. To me, it's super iconic. I can't picture anyone else doing it. I so did not know that. And I was teasing somebody the other day because they live near work, so they ride their scooter. And super dated. I don't know if you would get the joke, but I was telling them, "Oh, well, you have to listen to Huey Lewis in the news on your way to work."
Listen to the power of love.
Yeah. Only one person laughed. I was like, "I feel so old. My joke failed."
Well, I know it because I've seen Back to the Future.
Yeah. And I'm like, old people fail.
Yeah.
Pretty silly.
I've of course never had any experiences like that. That's
Mm.
because I'm on the youthful side.
Well, your jokes would also be a lot different.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I was thinking, and same thing, it's like modern day reality shows. It's like, what are people watching these days? Because I'm stuck on what people used to watch back in my day. Like, I don't know if there's any modern day celebrity reality shows. Like, I know Kardashians are still going on, but what types of reality shows are people watching now?
I don't really know. I don't watch reality shows.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I I know some shows like some people watch like well, I go for what I watch. I watch like anime, you
Mm.
know, or sci-fi and action stuff. But sometimes I do like my slice of life anime. It's pretty good sometimes.
Well, even anime, I've super fallen behind on. I haven't watched anything since I want to say the early to mid 2000s. I know there was one I had watched. I can't remember what it was called, and the lead character annoyed me so much because he was a total buffoon. I'm not sure if you'd be familiar. All I can do is describe it, but he was a sumo wrestler in training, and all he kept doing was he ate a lot. That's one of the characteristics because sumos have to eat a lot to build up their body mass and get energy, but he just kept messing everything up. He was a total buffoon. And there was a girl he was in love with. I know Tubi has it. I just can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I haven't seen an anime like that.
Mm. But it's the first thing I've ever watched where the lead character annoyed me. Usually it's one of the like the supporting characters or the side characters. I know from back in the day there was one called DN Angel that interested me. I never saw that one. So I can't even say what that one was about.
Hmm.
But I kind of liked all that ethereal stuff. Like I was watching, I'm going to mispronounce it, I'm sure, Evangelon.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
And then what was it? I liked the one, I didn't really watch it, but there was one about the Titans that was really big sometime in 2013, 2014 sometime.
Attack on Titan.
Yes. I'm bad with titles. I was curious about that one, and then what was
That
the
one
other one?
ended.
One Piece?
One Piece is just too long for me.
Too old? Too long?
Not too long.
Too
Too
long.
much
Ow!
filler.
My dog just snipped me. I still haven't gotten around to this one. Slipknot fan is asking, did you guys see Prey? I think it was way overrated. It was about 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, when the original Predator was only about 80%.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to because I've heard it's very back to basics with Predator, and I'm like, oh, and plus it's like set it in one of my like favorite like things for the Predator is putting the Predator like in the past,
Mm-hmm.
instead of modern day, really giving the
Hello.
humans a struggle. Like,
Yeah. Hey, Marty.
Hello. So I'm going to be multitasking. I'm going to participate. I'm just also trying to level up in a video game. So if you hear me just muttering in person, it's nothing to do with you. I'm doing double duty. I said I'd pop in
You said
because
dude.
duty. It's my duty. But also that anime Evangelion.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one you're thinking of. That's with the giant mechs.
Yeah,
and
I
they're
like
literally
those.
fighting gods. They kick ass. They're classics. Trying to think of the one that I'm wondering, is it Golden Boy? That the one with the sumo wrestler? I don't know. I could be wrong. Sorry,
I'm not
I bounced off to sign in. What are you guys talking about now at the moment?
Slipknot fan was asking about the new Predator. No, yeah, the new Predator, the Prey one.
Fantastic movie. Any douchebag that says it's woke rubbish, get out, drink a coffee, live your life, talk to a woman. That's all I'll say. It's a great movie. It's well acted. Beautiful cinematography. There's if you're a cinephile, if you're particularly a Western cinephile, you'll love this because there's some absolutely fantastic sweeping vistas of like untamed America It's a great movie, and I'm not. You could just chalk this up to, oh well, he's a Predator fan, he's a franchise fan. No, it's not just that, because I was burnt by the last movie, so I was like, this is probably gonna be crap. But I was incredibly pleased with it, and
Mhm.
again, as a fan of the comics, this is a natural progression, because there's so many avenues. Because the comics have taken place in feudal Japan during World War II. There's so many avenues to go to. I mean, like, there was even one comic set during the Battle of Antietam during the American Civil War. It's like your options are endless.
Yeah, there was also pirates at one point.
I never heard of
Yeah,
that.
that's one thing about the movie that miffs me a wee bit. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to spoil the movie for anyone who hasn't seen it. So,
Yeah,
there
I
is.
haven't seen it.
See, my
There's a.
oh, sorry.
Oh, no, after you, Cara. It's your stream. I'm being loud. Sorry.
No, I was going to ask my main curiosity, and this is the thing that throws me off because it was a big budget franchise. So the thing that throws me off is, what are your thoughts? The fact that it went from big screen to playing on Hulu, because my thing is why, and do you think
Okay.
it affects the quality of the film?
Honestly, my guess is once the transfer happened between from when it became 20th Century Fox, 20th Century Studios, I'm guessing that Disney looked at the analytics for the last movie and were like, do we really want to take a big gamble by putting this on the big screen? Because that movie did not do well at all, both economically and critically. That movie didn't do well. So I think they kind of like maybe they were trying to sneak it out, but then word of mouth kind of said, okay, this is interesting. So I genuinely think that it was put on the streaming site as a way to kind of like, not make too much of a gamble with it. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what I feel. I feel that they were kind of embarrassed at a franchise and they wanted to sneak it out, kind of.
That was very much the opposite of my thought. I thought they made a deal with Hulu where like all the Alien and Predator stuff would go there.
Maybe.
Oh no, Cara, that is the case. That's I mean, the thing is, now like that's where all the movies, like regardless of cinema releases or non-cinema releases, they're going. I mean, the new Hellraiser is going there in October 6th.
I saw an ad for that. I'm mildly curious. I think they had Books of Blood back in the day too, didn't they?
They did. I'm really happy that they've kind of gone with a trans actress, because in Cara, you or Queenie are probably more familiar, but I know this by word of mouth. But originally, isn't Pinhead supposed to be more androgynous than anything?
I think so. I mean, I know you were talking to other Cara, but I think so.
Yeah. No. I was talking to you. Crap. How are we going to do this? Cara with a K.
Just call. I guess you can just call me C. I guess. Just C.
We could be like I don't know how much of an old people joke it is, but we could do like the Spice Girls thing. Like we could have Cara K and
Mel B
Cara
and Mel
C.
C.
Yeah.
That isn't old, right? Right? That's not old. Oh.
I don't understand it.
Oh, they had a Melanie B and a Melanie C in the group because they had two girls with the same name.
Ah.
But yeah, no, I just think that maybe it's and Biker Barker is closer involved in this than the prior movies. So he has a lot more say. So I think this is going to be a lot more fan centric.
It is kind of weird because like Prey, I didn't hear about Prey until it was out. And I'm just now hearing about this new Hellraiser. So it's like it's weird.
Prey had the biggest opening of any of the things that premiered on their site. So, like, that was a big fucking win. So, I can see a lot more horror movies kind of premiering on Hulu than going to cinemas. I don't know. Karake, do you think cinemas are kind of like the going away to dodo?
I would say so. I think it's kind of it's more like it's old fashioned, like it's the older way of doing things, like landlines. Who really uses those other than businesses?
Yeah. I like I'd love to put up a defense and go, oh no, it's the old, like, it was nothing beats going to cinema. You get these noisy fuckers in the crowd, and you get people munching on food, and sometimes the projector's off center, the floor's sticky, and there's a couple procreating in the back fucking row. So like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, I do have some fond memories of the cinema, but I definitely think there's an over romanticization about it as well. Like,
Yeah, I mean, nothing beats the experience, especially if you're doing it modern, like the Gold Class or the Alamo Draft House, where you're getting a drink and you're being served a meal, and you're watching the movie. I mean, to me, that's an experience, and I love that. To me, that's worth going out for. And
yeah,
they have no talking
that's
rules
an
that way
event.
no one ruins it.
Yeah, like that's what you're saying is like a real fucking kind of event,
Hmm.
like a real kind of night out. Whereas just going to cinema and like, I've had skewed opinions about movies because I had a shit experience in the cinema. Like, it's
That
I
that's
don't know.
been for me, Marty, is like my cinema experiences. I wouldn't call them like very well experiences because we did have people who were like very up their own ass, during the film, and they like you sneeze and they act like you shot someone.
Well, COVID.
Well, no, this was before COVID. This is
Ah.
like they just didn't want no noise from coming from you, and you're just like, what the heck?
Yeah,
Humans make
Okay, I'm gonna be dead honest. One thing that drives me nuts. Okay, before the movie starts, during the trailers, grand, but don't fucking talk during a movie.
yeah.
Seriously.
I
Like-
never talked. It was literally just the like if you sneeze or you cough and they just like I've had people where they've just made the world of just that simple thing that you can't control.
What if you farted? Jesus Christ, you probably fucking flip.
I was about to say, God forbid you sneeze and pass gas at the same time.
You sound like some big fucking tropical bird or something.
Because that does happen and you have no control over it sometimes.
I can't help myself. It's a medical condition.
Let's see.
Um,
Oh, there were a few comments we missed. The Slipknot fan. Sorry, Jesus. I have a pronunciation issue today. Slipknot fan was saying The Guyver is also a great anime series, also 2 great live action movies. I've never seen the anime. I've mildly heard of the movies. I didn't know it was an anime first.
if you're looking for an anime, an absolutely gorgeous, fun, brilliant anime, Samurai Champloo. It's from the creators of Cowboy Bebop, and
like
it's
Cowboy
about
Bebop.
this. Yeah, if you like Cowboy Bebop, Kara, it's essentially this girl tricks a pirate and a samurai into helping her find her estranged father in Edo era, Japan. There's a bit where they have to participate in a baseball match with the American Navy. There's another brilliant one where Mugen has to deliver the head of a bandit through enemy territory and he's been followed by an army of the bandits' friends, and he sets a field on fire, not knowing it's marijuana, and everything it goes absolutely fucking like Mugen starts tripping, and as he's fighting them, it turns into fucking, the animation style ends up looking like something like out of Guernica. It's just fucking amazing. It's a beautiful series. There's another one. Mugen is my favorite character because he does not give a shit. He's a pirate, but he's also a juvenile delinquent, and he's committing. He's committing. The interesting thing with the series is they take contemporary kind of ideals and concepts and put them in Edo Japan. So there's a bit where Mugen gets involved in a gang of graffiti artists, and he gets caught by a principal of a teacher, and the principal beats the shit out of him, but not because he's vandalizing the building, but because of the grammar he's using to vandalize the building. And he drags him in and makes him do an entire class so he can get his writing and grammar better. It's a brilliant series. Yeah, it's Cara, if you liked Cowboy Bebop, I think you love this. Samurai Champloo.
Shampoo? Samurai Shampoo?
Champloo. I pronounce it weird.
No, I wasn't sure if I was hearing it right.
Champloo. I think, yeah, that's it. I think it is. But yeah, it's an amazing series. What else did I watch? I really got into Black Lagoon. Really cool hard-edged action series. So many anime. I had two friends that got me into anime. One of them, she got me into. Oh Christ! What was it called again? Oh, I'm after forgetting. It's like Minority Report. There's a police division that kind of stop murders before they happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. It was good. Gantz was good, but it's not for the faint-hearted. It's about a group of people. The moment of their death, they're Xeroxed by an alien being and used to hunt down other alien beings. It's weird.
Sounds weird. I still haven't seen Black Lagoon. I still need to see that. I've heard of that one.
Black Lagoon's pretty cool. There's another one I watched that's kind of like an erotic kind of mystery. It's called Daughters of the Mezzanine. It's like imagine Captain Scarlet meets 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
That's not the only way I can describe it. But it's pretty good. It's about this immortal detective, and her life expectancy is extended for every person she sleeps with. And there's another guy trying to take her life force, and he has to talk. It's weird. It's an interesting kind of weird series, and it is sordid, but it isn't just all kind of shitty fucking hentai kind of stuff. It is actually fairly good. It's a good story.
Oh, let me see. Slipknot fan was saying they checked out your Prey review.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Let me see.
I like the movie. It's not without its problems. It's not perfect, but it's a hell of a good movie out of a long list of them. And the ending is what bums me out. I don't even hate the ending. It's a nerdy nitpick that I hope if they do a sequel. Without giving a major plot point away, our main character ends up with an item that she shouldn't have because that item is in the hands of the predators in Predator 2. And I'm like, okay, so
Pistol.
yeah. So I'm kind of like, did they come down and murder her tribe and take the gun? I don't. It just bothers me. I hope they sort it out. I hope they resolve it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it, and I know that.
I didn't I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Again, Cara, the other thing is as well is it made one of my favorite comics, which was canon, no longer canon. It turned Raphael Andolini from a badass pirate into a tracker. And I'm like, I don't know. I preferred him as a pirate captain. Can you
Wait, so they're decanonizing stuff now from the lore?
Yeah.
How much? Like, any films not canon anymore?
Well, AVP I don't think is any longer canon, but I don't think
Like-
anyone's going to cry over that.
Is it retcon or they're just totally nullifying stuff?
Okay, so guys, anyone listening who hasn't seen the movie, maybe cover your ears for like 2.5 minutes. So the pistol in the comic was the pistol in the comic originally. That Predator got it because he teamed up with a pirate captain to fight some mutineers. Originally he was going to kill the captain, but then the mutineers came along and he was honor bound to fight alongside him. And the pirate captain's dying breath, he gave the Predator a pistol out of a mark of respect. In Prey, Naru gets the pistol from the Raphael Andolini, and that is a translator and isn't a pirate captain at all. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know it's really nerdy, Cara. I know I'm getting annoyed.
No,
Well,
I
that's
was
something
laughing
that-
at your reaction. Like you're like, God damn it.
Are the spoilers
Yeah,
over
it
with?
is. Yeah.
Alrighty. Just want to avoid anything spoiler for the movie. Just want to make sure I can, go in blind and just enjoy the film. I'm hoping it's better than the last one. That's what
Oh, Christ. Yeah. Again, there was moments in the last one I liked, but by and large, it was a major disappointment. And the endings, oh Christ, I done a video on the alternate endings of that, the possible alternate endings of that last movie. Sorry, Cara, I crowd across you.
Oh no, you're right.
Cara's, did you know the ending for the last movie that came out? The two possible endings for the last movie that came out.
No.
The Predator. Originally, when the pod opens up and that gauntlet comes out, Cara. You've seen that Predator, Cara, right?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Okay, so the pod was supposed to open up, and originally it was supposed to be Dutch, but Dutch Schaefer, Arnie's character, but they couldn't get him. So then they're like, what do we do? What do we do? Oh, I have an idea. Originally it was supposed to be Ripley, but she had a special armored suit on her, so you couldn't see Sigourney Weaver's non-existent face. And then it was supposed to be Newt, and it was like, oh, they were like, yeah, fucking AVP. No, that doesn't work. That isn't how the fucking timeline works. That movie takes place in present day. How the hell is Ripley and Newt in a fucking in the early 21st century? It makes the logistics do not work for that movie. It's stupid. It was just a Hail Mary play to try and keep people interested. No, you can see the footage online of the two actresses who are going to portray Ripley and Newt in the pod. And if you're wondering, exactly, that's what I said, Cara. The timeline makes no sense unless they're trying to say, oh, by the way, the Predators can time travel. Fuck that bullshit. No, no way, no how.
My thing for Alien versus Predator is, okay, have humans there, but we don't need any of the real characters. Just have the Alien and the Predator, have it take place in the future, and have it be awesome because it'd be in the future, and you could give the Predators even more advanced technology because it's the future.
Exactly. Now the good thing with Prey is they have Cara, have you seen a movie called The Upgrade?
Uh,
No, Cara Kay.
oh,
See, I like this. We could be pumpkin spice.
we
um,
could, we could call
okay,
our streams the Kara Hour.
but okay, Cara, have you seen The Upgrade? It's a horror movie that came out a while back.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, so that director was approached to do a new AVP movie that will be set in the future, and will actually have colonial marines. So I'm fucking excited about that.
Huh.
All you need to do is find a way to strand the marines on the planet with aliens and predators. There, your movie's done. Done and dusted. Just Jurassic Park that shit.
Oh, speaking of Jurassic Park, have you seen the new one? What is it? Is it Dominion?
Cara, all I will say is thank God for Prey, because, oh God, 2022 was the year of disappointment.
No.
I was super excited for Jurassic World Dominion, and honest to God, I could tell I was not into this movie because I went out to the toilet 6 or 7 times. Because, like, okay, this movie is so fucking long, and I'm so fucking bored. I'm just gonna take a piss. It's like
I
was not engaged.
I can tell you about what my thoughts on. I had seen the previous one, Fallen Kingdom, in theaters before, and I was actually at the IMAX for that one. That was one of the worst theaters experience ever, because I took my little sibling, and they love dinosaurs, so every time they would like point at the dinosaur and say dinosaur, people would get mad. I really didn't have a way to control that because little kid.
Fucking fuck that. That's a child. They can't be. You can't help if a kid's excited to see dinosaurs.
And every time he pointed and was like clapping at the dinosaurs, they looked at him like he was that he had just murdered like 30,000 people.
I mean, people are funny nowadays. There's very low tolerance, and I come from a different time. I'm like, if you can't excuse a child, then what the devil is wrong with you?
It's the same in retail as well, Cara. Because like people do not have patience. People are just they want everything now. There's just such a horrible sense of entitlement with people these days. It's like, really?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me an experience I had at Costco last weekend. It was super packed and there was no room. Like I went with a family member and there was literally no room. Like I couldn't even get behind the cart because I couldn't get past, and there was an Asian woman with her family, and she kept looking at me like, hello, get out of my way. And I'm like, there's no room. And she starts, complaining in her language. And when people are just talking mess about you. And I look at her and I say in my own language, and I put a sharpness in my voice, and I tell her there's no room. I'm like, I can change languages too, lady.
I don't know. People need to fucking just calm down, because fucking life's too short to be getting fucking up in arms about silly shit. And that's what it is. People are getting annoyed about stuff. There's way bigger things to be worried about in life than like, oh, this person isn't bagging my stuff quick enough, or oh, this person is stopping me from backing up. It's like, get your head together, like.
But yeah, that was one of the worst theaters experiences. But and yeah, I didn't like the film. So going into this new one, I had no hopes, and I could tell you my hopes weren't given up because I had no hope in this one. I saw they're bringing back original characters. I'm like, oh, they're trying to pull a Force Awakens.
Again, they didn't even utilize them that well. And the last fight was essentially, Cara, the last fight was like 2 guys fighting in a prison shower room, and then another guy coming into the shower room, a schizophrenic coming into the shower room with like a shiv, and the other guy gets pushed against the schizophrenic, and the schizophrenic's like, I don't want to be here, and stabs the other dude in the shower room. That's what the last battle was like. Kara can attest that to me.
Yeah, with the
What
claws.
is it with naked shower fights lately in movies?
That's what the last battle was. It was like the T-Rex and the Giganotosaurus was fighting, and the Giga got the upper hand, and then a Therizinosaurus, who has basically Freddy Krueger fingers, arrives in, and this thing
Yes.
doesn't want to be here at all, and the T-Rex just pushes the Giga up against him, and it gets shanked. It's a shower room brawl. That
The
movie
fight
ended
in
with a shower
Jurassic
room brawl.
World, the first one was better.
See, I thought
Oh,
that was pretty cool where the creature got pushed into the other, because I didn't expect that. And I was kind of like, okay, cool.
But that would have been the thing is, Cara, it was just so brief. It was just so quick. Also, that and you're gonna laugh. I am going to be buying the extended edition on Blu-ray, and apparently the T-Rex gets the idea because it has a flashback of how it was killed originally by the Giganotosaurus. Yes, because there's an extended edition showing how it gets killed. But
How does it have a flashback to dying? What the hell?
Because he got
I don't
cloned.
know. But yeah, exactly. But when I find out, right, I am going to put some fucking, I don't know, 1960s Vietnam era fucking music over it. I'm gonna put like fucking some
How
weird
can you
kind of
remember
trippy
your own
music.
death, though? Like,
That's the best way I
Oh.
can explain it, because he got cloned. Because this is the part that trips me out. The who cloned that? I don't know what any of these dinosaurs are called, but that baby blue. So the
Oh,
mama dinosaur
yeah.
is walking around with a baby, and I'm into esoterics. So she's going around with the little baby dinosaur. So she's basically nurturing her younger self. So if you're into soul retrieval and all that, so she's raising herself.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Blue, the infant Blue was hatched. That
Mhm.
wasn't a clone. The
Okay.
infant Blue was hatched because for some reason, they turned Blue into Godzilla from 1998, and she was able. Well, they say the dinosaurs can breed without a mate. No, they said the first one. They said the dinosaurs can switch gender. This one says they don't even need a mate now to breed. So that was Blue's actual infant.
Okay.
it was because of the frog DNA. That's what they said in the original.
And those fucking locusts. Jesus Christ.
They
I
were
was-
the true villain of
I-
the movie.
Kara's, I had a much better idea on how to introduce those locusts, and they fucked it up. My idea was, right, okay, hear me out, that some of the animals ate plants, right, back in the Cretaceous or Jurassic or whatever, and there was larvae on the plants, and it was in their stomach. The larva was in their stomach, the animal dies.
So they poop it out.
Yeah, exactly. And that would have been when they were cloned, the larva gets pooped out. And that would have been an interesting thing to show. Oh yeah, this is another ecological disaster. Not just because dinosaurs are going around like eating people and crushing infrastructure and vehicles and roads and shit. They're actually bringing back dead parasites and dead diseases. I'm like, oh cool, that'll be a cool idea. But no, fucking biasing. Hey, let's just fucking clone ourselves some fucking prehistoric crickets. God damn it. Aye. Sorry. I'm going on a nerd tirade.
No, see, I enjoyed it, and I did watch the extended version off and on because I was doing stuff around the house, so I didn't sit there the entire 2 hours straight.
I haven't seen the
So-
extended version.
So you've seen the Vietnam flashback with the T-Rex, right?
Off and on, I didn't sit there through the entire movie, I'll be honest.
I was. It's
And parts of it had
basically
to
it
be
goes
rewound
across.
because I missed it, and then I was like, wait, what happened? How did I get here?
honest to God, Cara, if I find that scene, I'm going to download it where it zooms into her eye and she has a flashback. I'm going to put Fortunate Son or some shit over that clip. It ain't me! It ain't me!
They were too busy thinking about how cool that scene. They didn't think about should they have that scene.
They have done that. They just slapped it on the DVD and they sold it. And they sold it.
Oh, jeez.
Aye.
Oh,
I'm just glad from what I hear from you, Marty, that Prey is good. Because I was
Oh.
praying it was gonna be good.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I still haven't seen it. I love the idea, the tribal idea, especially myself, just having family members from that background, and I'd love to see more of that in the media.
Amber Mid Thunder is fantastic.
Maybe the next film will be a pirate story. Arg, matey.
There's a push. The next one is going to be in Edo Era, Japan, which I'm excited for.
All right, that's still good. Like it's not what I was hoping for, but it's still it's still in the past, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, Edo Era. Edo Era.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm just hoping for. I guess I was just hoping they would, like, do the comic with the pirates.
Have you
But
read that
it's-
one, Cara?
Yeah, I read it a while back, and I just remember I really liked it because I liked pirates going against a predator, and I was like, it's really cool. And that's why when Prey was coming out, they're like, oh, this is gonna be in the past, and it's gonna be during the native times.
Well,
I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's again. I'm not going to say much, but I was pretty disappointed with the ending. No, I wasn't. Again, it's a nerdy nitpick. It's just that story is no longer canon.
I'm not sure if this was in reference to it, the Raphael Adolini to be a pirate too,
Yeah.
or the comic
Yeah.
is a better idea.
I said, okay, so Dark Horse came out with the idea a year after Predator 2 came out, and essentially for the longest period of time, that was established canon. Hell, they even referenced it in some of the later movies as well, with some of the stuff that was littered around. But like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. I'm really fucking bad at it. I'm
Yeah.
getting eaten. I think it was a great comic. It was a great story, great idea. That's not to say that the ideas put forward in this movie aren't good. I just think that I would have preferred if they hadn't fucked with a really good story, a really good comic story.
So was it like one of the what do you call it? Like one of the stronger story arches that they had borrowed from for this film, or I'm just not familiar with the comics.
The thing is, they took some elements from other Predator comics, but they also, as I said before, they undone a lot of stuff with this movie, which I'm willing to overlook because it was a good movie.
Do you ever think we'll get the human predators in a film?
Human
What you
predator.
mean, like from fucking Concrete Jungle? Oh, I don't know. I think when you start making human hybrids and stuff, like even as bad as Jurassic World has gotten, they haven't done the human dinosaurs yet. So
That
I
idea
hope
sounds
they not.
gross.
Well, I'm not talking about hybrids. I'm just talking about like humans who joined the predator tribes.
Like Michiko Nagachi and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd need to do an AVP movie. You'd need to have a bigger threat.
Hey.
If that was
That's
the
what
case.
I was thinking. You would like have the twist of the film be that
But
the
but the issue, Cara, the issue in failing, I think, with some of the prior movies, is again, I'm like I love it. It works in the comics. I don't think you should turn I don't think you should turn the Predator into an anti-hero or like turn him into like a comic book hero, because then you get like the way they made the Predators look in the first AVP. They looked really silly. They looked more like linebackers than actual Predators. The other thing is like turning anti-heroes into heroes. It's especially in horror, and I know Predator is more sci-fi, but look at the amount of times it has backfired. Look at Texas Chainsaw 3D. Go get him, cause it's like no fucking.
I would say still have the Predator.
Leatherface is not the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. That's all I'll say. He's not like going to save you at the last minute. You know,
I'm not saying that the Predators would save the humans, like the humans there. I'm just saying, like, have the twist be that the Predator that has been hunting this alien and, you know, hunting people too, you know, there's the normal Predators, and then there's this human that is also part of the tribe. And then also have alien monstrosity, which is a thing I thought of. It's like, it's a thing that was created by scientists. It's basically an alien, but it's like cybernetic. It's really weird of an idea.
Oh, Xenoborg.
Yeah, basically, like, it's just like, my idea for it was going to be red, 4 arms, 2 tails, and it could like project.
But Kara, you're getting into Kenner levels of madness there.
No, that's what inspired. That's what inspired me, is the Kenner toys. Looking at those things.
I know, and that like that is, again, there's certain stuff, and I'm not making fun or putting you down, but there's certain stuff that works really well in the realms of comic books or video games or novelizations, but I don't know would that hold traction in a movie. I'm not trying to be a dick. I hope you don't think I'm making fun of you or putting down your idea, because I'm
just trying. I guess it would work better for a video game. I was just trying to think of something that would, like, you know, be
switch things up.
Yeah, be a bigger challenge than just just a xenomorph or a queen. And like have some, and I was thinking, well, you know, the Yutani Corporation, they're all about experiments. What if they made, you know, something that was like, you know,
well, again,
really
that's been done in the comics, and again, it's worked in the comics. I just don't know would it work. Would it work well in a movie? You know,
I think you just set it up like kind of like the Queen a bit. You set it up to be like where you talk about it more than just having it appear, and then when it does break loose and start killing, you show that it's very dangerous. You even have it kill other xenomorphs to show that this thing is not really on a side. It's really just a monstrosity to kill everything.
Okay, I'll meet you halfway. Now, granted, it wasn't the best thing in AVPR, but we got the Pred alien, and it was an interesting idea. So what if we got a Pred queen, a Pred alien queen?
Yeah, so that'd basically be it.
I think that would be the way to go. You'd be able to up the ante. And the fact is, as you said, it kills other xenomorph. What if it was killing other hives to make way for its own hive? That could work.
My question is, because they have that head shield, like, so that limits movement. How would it be smaller, or would it still be just as big?
Well, the thing is, God, I feel sorry. I'm so sorry, Kara. I'm going pure nerds out here. So before a queen turns into a queen, it's a creature called a Praetorian, which is like about the size of a Clydesdale horse and a lot more mobile. So you could have it in that form for the movie. And then the thing is, well, we gotta waste this thing before it gestates and starts up a hive of these like super pred aliens. I don't know. Again, this stuff sounds cool in the sense of a comic book, but I just don't know would it work in the parameters of an actual movie.
Well,
I
I
don't
just
know.
think it's about what you want from it. Do you want a sci-fi action or do you want horror?
I think you can balance both. I think the last movie, they kind of done a good job of balancing the two.
And I think when you have my whole thing has been, if you have them solo, it's easier to do horror, but to have them fight, you really got to have it action based.
Well, the other thing is as well, Cara, the look at the kind of the MO of the xenomorph from the Predator. 9 times out of 10, the alien in the first two movies, they ambushed people. They kind of hated ambushed people. Same with the Predator. So you end up having this major battle just turns into like an over exaggerated version of Blind Man's Buff, where you've these two fuckers just hide around corners from each other, going Marco Polo kind of. I just.
Or you
Again,
could do this with the whole concept of Alien versus Predator. You could do it where, you know, maybe you're like it's a video game and you're a predator and you're hunting aliens.
Yeah, well, that's been done. That's been done countless times
When's that
in
been?
the game.
I'm only on PS3. When did they do
there's
it?
the one where the xenomorph was hunting down people, where it was all stealthy and you had to hide.
Oh,
That was
Alien
Alien
Isolation. Fantastic game. AVP 2010, Cara. That's out for the PS3. I have it for the 360, the Xbox 360. You can find that. I guarantee you, if you go into a CEX or a GameStop, that's in a bargain bin. You can get. It's an awesome game.
How have I never heard of it? Like, I've heard of because like every time they mention games like for like, you know, xenomorphs or you know, predators, all I get is Alien Isolation, and I'm just like, or that one where you're Marines versus aliens, and it's like.
See, the thing is, they came out before Colonial Marines, and because Colonial Marines is a big pile of fucking buggy shite, the other game kind of got pushed aside. But it's a really good game, and I call out. I'm a fan, and I'm gonna call out something that's shit. It's not shit. It's pretty cool. There's 3 campaigns. You play as a Marine, a Predator, and a Xenomorph, and they're all interconnected. I guarantee you can pick that up for $5 in a GameStop or CX. You guys have CXs over there. Fantastic.
See, you have an idea, and someone's already done it.
Like, there's been 3 AVP games, Cara. Two for the PC. One?
Oh, I was saying I know about the older ones, the ones that are like for the like before the PlayStation era, I think. Those ones.
No, they came out at the same time. They were for the PC. They came out around 1999 and 2001.
I've heard of the ones 1999, but I didn't know 2000s.
And there was another one as well for the PlayStation 2 called Alien vs. Predator Evolution. I think it was Evolution. And it was basically a kind of command and conquer kind of game. And we've turned poor Cara's stream into an absolute fucking nerd fest. Apologies, Cara.
You're okay.
But I do think, cinematic wise, turning the Predator into a hero, I think it softens the character. It's the equivalent of like Freddy Krueger playing with the power glove, or fucking Leatherface saving his cousin at the end, or like, you know.
Well, think about this. The Predator is not one character; it's a species. Not every member of the species.
Oh no, I know that, and again, it does work. I'm not trying to totally shoot you down, but I think it's been done a bit too much, and as a result, thanks to the last movie, not so much, but they really kind of they really hurt the idea of the characters by kind of turning them into anti-heroes.
I mean, for another example, something that is even based off the Predator has the elites from Halo. Halo 2, they are, you know, you play as them. They're in Halo 3, they're your ally, but then in Halo Reach, they went back and, you know, made them the enemy again, and people still enjoyed that. It didn't hurt the character.
But do you not think when, like, again, I like Keith David as the Arbiter and stuff, but do you not think the mystery and the threat of the elites was severely hampered by kind of doing that
Yes.
that phase?
Yes, it did hurt the mystery of them that we got in CE from the original Halo. But the thing is, it allowed us to get the character of the Arbiter. You know, it allowed them to become more than just a scary something. It allowed them to become characters.
I'm not against that. I just think that if you do it so often, it reduces the threat. And sometimes if you do it, it just boggles the mind. Like myself and Jen, Cara Kay, myself and Jen had a discussion about this, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. So, Cara, have you seen Don't Breathe?
Mm-mm. I don't think I
Okay,
have.
so the movie is kind of imagine Daredevil as a former Iraqi soldier and also a rapist.
Ew.
Okay,
Yeah.
So the follow-up is released, and they turn that character into a hero, into a good guy. What's your viewpoint on that? That really doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not unless it's a prequel, like when he was a decent.
No, not a prequel. It said a year or two after.
Is he trying to redeem himself?
Not really. He ended up kidnapping a child because he couldn't find another woman to, non-consensually knock boots with. But it turns out her parents are junkies, so it's okay because they're worse than him, quote unquote.
No.
See, that's
The-
not the same thing as
The
the
whole
Predator.
premise makes me want to vomit.
That's a bad example.
It's a perfect example, Cara.
Well, that's one dude. I'm saying the species of the Predator. There's going to be predators, and I'm not saying make them an anti-hero, make them help the humans. No, have them still hunt the humans. I'm just saying have them be the protagonist of the film. Have them taking on the
Okay. No, I get where you're coming from. So you'd want to do a kind of apocalypto, which is an idea I had for ages and I'd love, but I don't know if people would watch it. Kind of do an apocalypto job and not have any humans. Yeah,
I mean, you can have humans, but I'm just saying.
I think I can kind of see that. Like they were doing something like that in Predators, where they were different types of predators, and it was implied.
Oh
that
yeah, there is, and
themselves-
there is evil there is quote unquote evil predators and bad bloods, which are ones that don't adhere to the honor code. I think. See, I just think if you do that, I'm not saying not to do it, Cara. I'm just saying don't make a fucking habit of it because
I'm not. I'm saying that's how you do an Alien versus Predator movie. Not that I'm not saying do that in every single movie. I'm saying that's how you do an Alien versus Predator.
You also have to keep in mind, like if you're actually trying to present something seriously, you also can't lose your general audience. Otherwise, you're alienating them.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Nice pun, Cara.
Well, you can still have the Predator be a badass. You can still have all of that because do it like a Doom Eternal situation where like there's humans there, but the Predator is like, okay, for example, there's a scene in Doom Eternal, the game, where he's walking through a facility And he basically just like everyone there is afraid and they think they're going to get killed. And he basically just pushes them out of the way and like doesn't give a shit about them because he has bigger things to deal with. You could have a predator do that where he's like the humans think that they're being hunted or something, but it's the xenomorph is the true prey because, you know, the predator's not going to give a shit. He's not going to save the humans. It's just
Oh,
he's gonna.
I get you. I get you. Also, hello to Dice, who came into the chat.
Mm-hmm.
No, look, I don't want a repeat of Sleigh Ride of Friendship, Cara. And if you watch Nostalgia Chick, you'll know what that is.
I do not.
Lindsay Ellis, she reviewed AVP and she said it's so stupid because of Sleigh Ride of Friendship, where the Scar Predator and Lex take the sled up the side of the mountain. And it's like, oh, they're a cute couple. I was like, God damn it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying have the predator even interact with the humans. I'm saying just have it be the protagonist and have it hunting down, the xenomorphs. Have it show the predator taking on the challenge of the xenomorphs, like a bunch of them.
We just
Well,
need a
there, Cara,
National Lampoon Predator where he just goes on a panty raid.
Yes. Okay, Cara, can you please talk to Jen? Because she thinks a panty raid is the most natural thing in the world. And she was
Natural?
like, oh, it's just boys being boys. It's just mischief. It's just light-hearted mischief. I'm like, that's how dudes like Ted Bundy are born, Jen. Seriously. It's like, no, it's just whimsy. It's not whimsy, Jen.
It has a dark undertone, but if done lightheartedly, okay, fine. It's a rite of passage, but nowadays, and as you hate to say, the awaked culture, yes, it's not good.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I mean,
I love the bit, but I really hope she doesn't encourage Jake for stealing women's underwear. That's all I'd say.
Well, I mean, like looking at it back from like the old days, not that it was ever good back then either, but yeah, I mean, it was a rite of passage. I mean, as long as no one ever got hurt or taken advantage of, no, I mean, it's harmless.
I'm just saying it's creepy because I mean, if I walked into my room and I just see my window open and a guy like fucking in my drawers, I'm just like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
You also have to keep in mind some girls would actually, in order to avoid problems like that, they would leave laundry baskets with bundles of their underwear by the window to avoid that problem. And it's kind of like, just take the stuff and go. Stay out of my way.
Well, see, I wouldn't want to taking anything of mine at all. That's my thing.
A friend of mine, I put that question up as well, Cara. And a friend of mine goes, fucking, I pay a lot for my underwear. Nobody better fucking steal it. She was she was more annoyed about the inconvenience.
Yeah, some girls actually prize their underwear and, like they spend good money on their undergarments. They don't want, no disrespect intended, but they don't want, like the Walmart Blue Special stuff.
Yeah. Like, it'd be like having a really nice kind of Chanel handbag fucking stolen or something.
Yeah, I mean, some girls, they like to pamper themselves in different ways.
But, yeah, it would be annoying if someone stole something that's that kind of basically that kind of that I was going to say expensive or that's not the word I'm looking for.
Well, I say prized or treasured.
Yeah.
I mean, for every woman, it's different. Some women like shoes. Some women like handbags. It's different for everybody.
I was like, God damn it, Jen. He's like, it's just whimsy. I'm like, no, whimsy and underpants stealing should not be.
Okay, maybe some women find it flattering. I don't know. I can't speak for everyone.
I guess we just gotta take it as the crazy words of Jen.
Well, and then I don't know. I mean, like, depending how well you know the girl, okay, maybe some guys like, whoops, I think we lost Marty. Um, okay, I can understand between couples if some guys like taking their girlfriend's used underpants. That's something different. But if that's consensual, that's a whole other thing. Shells and cheese for the win. That's in reference to the title of the stream, Halloween Candy versus Mac and Cheese.
Sorry
Eric,
about that. I was trying to access the comments, and Dice's hashtag is brilliant. Underwear theft is not a victimless crime.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if you caught the last thing I had said is it's different if it's consensual between, say, a couple. Like if a guy has permission to take their partner's underpants, well then that's something entirely different, or vice versa.
Yeah, I think I obviously like if it's consensual, there could be like a sense of play or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
you gotta keep in mind that like some people aren't like. Hey,
I'm just
oh,
Is that purposely Lance Bass, or am I seeing that wrong? That avatar looks like Lance Bass to me, or am I really that old?
Ben, are you Lance Bass? Are you really Lance Bass?
Am I seeing that right, or am I really that old? I'm wearing glasses and I'm seeing Lance Bass. Or is it wishful thinking?
maybe wishful thinking. Mhm.
I heard baby
Also,
wishful thinking.
also, Dice, I hope your birthday has kind of changed the directory into a more kind of happier kind of thing. I hope you're doing okay after uh your companion passed. I apologize about that as well. That sucks, but I hope you're feeling better because Dice's cat, Mister Mister. I'm after forgetting his name, and now I feel like an absolute jerk. Yeah. Smingle? Smiggle? Bugger. I hope you're feeling better though, boss.
Well, that sucks. It's hard losing a furry friend. That's the same thing as losing a family member.
Yeah.
To me, it's more of that.
Well, that's what I mean. Like a pet is a family member.
My little buddy's right there,
Mm,
sleeping on the bed.
yeah.
He has a cone on his head.
No.
Is it like just a standard cone? Is he just a random cone in his head, or is it for fleas? Stop him eat or stitches to stop
He
him
has
scratching.
he has a gash on the back of his head from a fight he got into with another cat. And the thing is it would be healed now, but he wants to scratch at it constantly. So we had to put the cone on his head. And he's not a happy camper about it.
No. It reminds me of a meme I saw a couple of days ago where a dog put 2 cones on the owner's hands, and it reads, "How do you like not being able to mess with yourself for a week?"
That's brilliant.
So
But yeah, no.
apparently Ben Grimm is Lance Bass.
Yes. Even though I don't know who that is.
I bet you know he's from the Fantastic Four. Bet you know that character. Ben Grimm's from the Fantastic Four.
Which
Mm-mm.
one?
I'm not sure which Kara you were talking to.
Oh, Carrot. Never. This is becoming
Car
too
with a C.
Does that make us Care-I or Carrie if we're plural?
Carrie. I just think of a teenager levitating people and causing carnage at the prom.
Hey, I don't levitate anyone except for Trenchy. I'll levitate him with my mind.
If I had a superpower, I would freeze time, and then I would go beat the snot out of anybody who just rubbed me the wrong way, and then I would go back to wherever I was and unfreeze time, and then I would just watch people's reaction, and I would just eat my popcorn.
I would transport my consciousness into people. I would literally GTA a person. I would go into the lotus stance, sit down, and just astral project into someone's brain. And just be like, yeah, let's see what it's like.
You'd go into their body, go to a store, be like, give me all the action figures you got.
No. I would go into, say, Donald Trump's body and have like hire out about 20, 30, I don't know, fucking gay strippers and just do a video and then leak it online and then go out again. It's like, hey, here's the Republican Party's hero. I'd just be like, yeah, I'd ruin that man's existence.
Well, why not? While you're at it, have him like put money in your account.
I
Or
wouldn't do that. That could be traced back. That could be traced back, Karen.
or why don't instead of burning and hiding all the welfare checks, actually sign them and send them out?
Actually, yes.
That's too much work. I'm too lazy.
Okay,
Or not
we'll use
put-
a stamper.
I was the one who ratted out Trump. I was Trump himself. I asked for projected into him and called the feds. Right. Hi, it's me, Donald, at Mar-a-Lago. I have some files you might be interested in. Sure, Mr. Trump. Yeah. It's going to be great. You're going to find boxes. Indictments. It's going to be the greatest indictment ever.
Oh lordy.
Sure, Mr. Trump.
I would just want
How-
the power to destroy planets.
Why?
So I could destroy planets.
What did they ever do to you? What did planets ever do to you?
Everything.
Right? Why?
I blame Jupiter.
Which one is it? Is Pluto no longer considered a planet? Or
It's
has
not.
it been re-ratified as a planet?
Whatever you do, don't destroy Uranus.
Nice! Don't
And
do
that
it,
might
Tara.
also-
Don't destroy Uranus.
Also, well, probably already done that. But I if I had the power to destroy planets, I could literally go up to the people like control the world, like the whatever ever what the I don't know what they're called, the countries where they all meet.
Government? What?
No.
UN, United Nations.
Yeah, that. And just go up to them and be like, hey, give me everything I want or I will annihilate this entire planet.
What if they just shoot you? What if they just up and shoot you
Well,
before you
I
get a
can
chance?
destroy if I can destroy a planet, I can destroy them.
No, but you've only specified you can destroy a planet. You haven't said
For
that you're
$1
bulletproof.
million.
But basically, the power would be to shoot like big old laser beams, and I can like choose how big they would be. Like
Okay. So you're basically a mobile Death Star.
basically, except I can shoot like tiny lasers to kill like one person.
You could shoot your
Laser.
ex in the wiener with a laser.
I could. I could also just destroy, places. I could destroy Kansas.
France. Destroy France, Cara.
Why? Why
Nobody.
France?
Because you could shoot people in the underpants.
That it's filled with French people. I don't know.
I would go around shooting people up their urethras.
Why in such a painful way? Just blow them up.
Because it requires precision.
Cara K. Oh, goddamn. Cara with a K. What's the next watch-along you're thinking of doing?
I know there were a few that were suggested last stream. I don't recall. I was kind of wanting to do another vampire one.
Yay, Burning
Sweet.
Skull 2. Return of the Burning Skull.
Cara, if you're doing another vampire one, Antro. If you got Antro on as a guest.
Oh, that reminds me. It was an episode from a TV show, but now that I learned my lesson, so we'd all have to watch separately the way Ethel does in order to avoid being taken down. But we could do, since you mentioned Anthro, we could do I believe it's a 40-minute episode, and it's done in movie style, but it's a Carmilla episode from I forget what the TV show is, something theater, and it's a Carmilla film.
Mystery Science Theater.
No, it's older. I know they used to have a fairy tale show also.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to go back and pull it up. I know I have it somewhere.
Let's do Fright Night. No, I know that one's copyrighted.
Well, we
I'm
can watch it all
thinking,
separately.
Yeah. I'm thinking of doing a double bill Halloween night of a watch along Evil Dead 2 and Night of the Creeps. If anyone wants to hop in and see what the deal is, because nobody wants to do a channel crawl this year because it's just so fucking arduous to organize.
It is. I mean, I would love to participate. I don't have time to organize one.
Nah, I was saying to Jen as well that like there's so many people are like you've just moved and Ethel has a new gig and I have a new gig and people are just getting settled and things. It's just it's too much of a challenge. I think it's handier just to do a watch along, just hang out with some people, just like you're hanging out with your buddies, watch a movie. Nothing too complex, nothing too kind of advanced. Just do something fun. Just simple and fun.
Either, and this is the best suggestion I can come up with, is either we all break up into different time zones and we schedule channel crawls within our own time zones, or we just set up different watch alongs like you were saying.
Yeah, I like if I, because I'm kind of on the I might do one starting at say 10 o'clock my time, which would be 4 o'clock, and then watch 2 movies. So that's maybe 4 hours. So maybe once 8 o'clock rolls around, Cara, we could hop over to your channel and watch whatever you wanted to show.
Mm-hmm.
Not that no one's going to be too regimental about it. No one's going to be like, oh, that channel's still going or anything. Just fucking, it's just because I another thing I worried about the channel crawl was was a definite kind of issue of, I think,
Yeah.
people falling out over silly things. That's like, fucking life's too short. I don't think, I definitely don't want anyone falling out over something like that. It's just,
Yeah, I know the time restrictions are really tight with the channel crawl, but we had to be because we had to make sure everyone got their time.
yeah.
Daughters of Darkness, I like. That one's awesome. That one is really good.
Sounds like it's a good name.
It
I
is.
haven't seen it, but
It got
good
a
name.
recent re-release, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, if I remember. I'm not sure who put it out. Queen of Blood, Space Vampires. I want to say that one did play on MST3K.
It with a title like that, it must certainly sounds like it did.
Yeah. But I do like the watch-alongs idea. It depends if I can get time this year. I usually take time off my birthday week from work just because I'm super pagan like that. But if we do the watch-alongs all week, I can definitely pop in all week to everybody else's watch-alongs.
I know, Cara, Halloween's on a Monday this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I usually have a Tuesday and Wednesday off anyway. So I'm just gonna say to Orla at work, hey, can I just make sure that I'm off these 2 days? And Orla's fairly cool about it, so I'm definitely gonna do something Halloween night, and just have a couple of beers and have Jen and whoever else wants to. And Deacon showed me a neat trick where if someone, like, I don't know how it works, but you can StreamYard in StreamYard. So you have 6 people and the 6th person has like a box with 6 more people in it. I like, he showed me how it worked before, but it was a good idea. So we could do something like that as well.
So
I'll
he hacked
see.
StreamYard.
Yeah. You know Deacon, he's fairly
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah.
He's fairly, but yeah, no, just something fun, and something that doesn't get people stressed out either. 'Cause, again, I think if you start stressing yourself out, it takes the goodness and fun out of it.
Yeah. But that could be fun, just kind of downscale it, and maybe we could just do watch-alongs from now on, especially if the channel hops are getting to be too much for people. And it would still be a way for everyone to mingle and maybe still get to know new channels. And
Yeah,
we
like
could advertise that
Yeah.
way.
yeah, like I might mix it up this year. I'd have Jen, like obviously I'd have Jen and Ethel and someone, but I might like, because I want to get you on the channel more, and I want to get Lady Sash on the channel more, and see who else. Just again try and mix things up and have some new people on, and just get their perspective on things, and just fucking, I don't know.
Ouch. Let's see. Yeah, pull up my.
I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing on Halloween exactly yet. I should be hanging out with a friend, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. So, just depending on what happens with me, will depend on where I am. Basically.
I just have my annual date with my pumpkin shaped pizza.
Wait, okay. You can't just say a statement like that and not explain what pumpkin-shaped pizza. So is it a pizza shaped like a pumpkin,
Yeah,
or a pumpkin shaped like a pizza?
no, it's a pizza in the shape of a pumpkin.
Okay. Oh, actually, that reminds me. You used to do really cool. Are you going to do them this year? The carving videos.
I I'm going to have to do it early, but yeah, I want to shoot for another one this year.
Because Cara K done some really cool pumpkin carving videos. If you get a chance, go back and check them out.
Yeah. I've checked out some of her videos, some of the like cosplay she's done, some of like the talking movie stuff.
Yeah, I'm hoping to. I still haven't done it. I should have started filming a long time ago, but what do they call it? Attacks of life and whatnot. But I'm hoping to get filming soon. I want to get vlogs going. I need to do my 31 days of horror t-shirts, and I'm going for suicide this year. I'm hoping to also do 31 days of shorts. So that's what I've got for October. Do you have anything you're doing this year for October, Marty?
I'll review some odd horror movies. I went back and looked at some of my early kind of like it was cringe, undiluted cringe. My early reviews for Halloween, I reviewed for 4 weeks. I reviewed 4 kind of franchises: the Evil Dead franchise, the Romero Dead franchise, the Phantasm movies. What was the other fucking one? I can't remember. But I looked back, and this was when I first started my channel. And I was like, "Oh Christ, these are undiluted cringe. I'm gonna have to, definitely gonna have to bury these deep and involved." But I was thinking of going back and doing them again. I don't know, or I might do something fun with Jen, because Jen, I feel bad. I haven't done Trash Fire with Jen in a while. Because I just don't have the fucking energy.
Yeah.
And I gotta do something for her. So if she wants to review some weird, messed up, fucking kinky horror movie, fine, I'll do that.
Oh, those are fun. I love her reactions. I don't always catch them live, but I love watching those.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Hey.
You know, when we done Trash Fire, the second movie we done, she picked, it was a puppet porno called Let My Puppets Come.
Hey, I can say this, Jen. Oh, it might all be perverted most of the time, but at least she always
it
has
was
something
very
interesting
love.
to say.
She does.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
And like I'm never bored with this lady. She's awesome. She's brilliant. And yeah. She's great. I'm lucky to have her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know her super well, but the impression I get is she's a sweetheart.
Oh, she's an absolute dote. I love her to bits. Like she done a fantastic job raising the 2 lads, and she's a tough cookie as well. So.
Mhm. Yeah. So let's see. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream next week. It looks like I have some stuff coming up. So I should be back by the Saturday the 17th, so we can do the watch along then.
Cool beans.
So just a quick heads up.
Yeah, if you're setting it up like a day or 2 beforehand, send me the link and I'll do my thing on Twitter. And
yeah, I should be in a place where I can do better about setting up streams. I know right now everything's just been all topsy-turvy and I'm setting up everything super last minute. But I'm glad everybody's able to show up.
It's great fun. It's great fun on and out. Again, I really need to get back and do stuff with Jen as well. I just haven't the time, and it's weird as well. Just do you find sometimes when you know you have to go out of your way to watch a movie, you just can't get into that kind of I don't know how to explain it.
I've had that happen.
It's work sometimes. My trick is I usually take like an hour nap before, and then I'll have a coffee, and then I'll pop in the movie.
Yeah, I don't want it to get to the point where I don't find it fun,
Yeah.
because that's if because then when you're doing a review or something, it shows. It's like, okay, this person wasn't in this movie, and maybe the review isn't the most kind of
Yeah, you kind
reliable.
of at least for me, like if I'm in a mood and then I watch a movie and then it feels more like it's a job rather than enjoying it. So then I'm all nitpicky and I wind up hating the
Yeah.
movie. And then I wind up reviewing it in a way to where like I didn't like this, I didn't like that, and just rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, you end up resenting it through your review, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't give this film a fair shake at all
Mm-mm.
because I was pissed.
It's
And
like
it
people
shows.
who do reviews through Patreon. Sometimes you like see them. They're only doing it because they got paid to do it, and they're not really interested in the film. And
Yeah.
they're just
Well,
And-
that's why you should only say, especially if it's a Patreon thing, you should only say, you know what, I can only do this once a month. I can only do this twice a month. Don't overcommit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then you're doing a disservice to the people who are paying for your content,
Yeah.
because you're not giving it 100%.
And it shows, and then they're going to resent you for it.
It's like, why should I sub or give money to this asshole if he's not like giving it his
Yeah.
all?
You can tell he doesn't want to do it. It shows. I'm like, why pay for it?
yeah, definitely. Like if you're having Patreon, that make your content,
Worthwhile.
make
Yeah.
yeah. It's actually one of the reasons. Like I've thought about having stuff like that. Of course, I don't think I have enough subscribers to do it. But like, I've thought about it, and then I'm like, is my content even worth paying for? Or like, I've said that about other content I've watched with people who have Patreons and stuff. I'm just like, is this worth paying for? It's like you don't want to make people question that. You want to make
Yeah.
them to enjoy.
Well, what you really have to think to yourself is, can I offer something different from what I usually do? And would people consider this worthwhile?
Yeah, exactly.
Going to McDonald's and ordering a salad is like going to a brothel and getting a hug.
And getting a what? A hug?
Getting a hug. Just getting a hug off a prostitute. It's
I don't know.
you're-
Is she at least oily? Will you get like booby stains on your shirt?
No, it's like going to it's just, you go to McDonald's to eat trashy food. That's why you go. I don't get people getting salads in McDonald's. Sorry, Cara, it just popped into my head. Why would anyone get a fucking salad in McDonald's? Go to a fucking greengrocer, get your own salad. Jesus Christ. Sorry. It's like, god damn. That just popped into my head. I'm sorry.
I guess you do go there for the you come for the hamburgers, but you stay for the diabetes.
You do.
No, I
Dude.
show up for the diabetes, but I leave with grease.
So much grease.
No, I'm.
Why eat any more
When I was
McDonald's?
younger. Oh, sorry.
If I eat any more McDonald's, America's going to invade me to try and get the oil. It's like, god damn it.
I had a hell of a chicken salad there the other week. That being said, I garnished it with a burger, so
Nice.
I'm not going to lie, especially when I was younger and I could stomach it. I can't do it anymore, but I would show up and I would order a double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon, and I would get a 6-piece chicken nugget, and I would get a mocha frappe plus my French fries. I can't do that anymore, but that was my favorite thing to do.
That's the thing, Cara. I remember being able to go out to the pub and just fucking drinking my body with alcohol. And like you could eat what you liked and you could fucking drink what you liked and fuck it all. Do you know what? I'm gonna have Smarties for breakfast. Now if you do that, you will die. You will knock a year or two off your life. Sucks getting old.
I do something like that. I kid you not, I gain at least 3 pounds the next morning.
Nah.
I can tell you, it's like I eat one brownie and fucking I'm like gaining like 30 pounds and I'm just like, ow. 'Cause
Well,
it's
for that
really-
trouble, you may as well make it a special brownie.
Yeah.
Hell, it's like breathing and I'm gaining weight.
Yeah.
Okay, Cara, I'm gonna have to dust off. I gotta do something, but it's been awesome hanging out, and I will chat to you guys later. Okay?
Alrighty.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
Always a pleasure. Bye.
Whoops, there goes one of the dogs.
Doggo.
They
Now
took
it's just us, the
yeah,
Karas.
the Cara sisters. Hi. They took a little longer than usual to act up. Sometimes it's all stream. Of course, take care, Marty. Saw that a little later. Now McDonald's closes at 11 p.m. It's such a shame. I don't know around here. I think the drive-in is still 24 hours.
Yeah, mine's 24 hours. It's still the 24-hour death lane.
Yeah. Oh, I used to be really bad back when I still had a truck. I would go to I would fast food hop. I would go to the Jack in the Box. Yeah. Hound of Baskervilles, yeah. I would go to the Jack in the Box, which isn't too far from me, and I would get my, what is it called? The ultimate bacon cheeseburger with the cheddar bacon fries. And I would get, I know I was really bad. I would get the, what would I get? The Oreo milkshake. And by that point, the Jack in the Box didn't have the soft baked cookies anymore. So I would drive next door and I would get cookies from McDonald's because I wanted to slather some of the milkshake onto the cookies.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I was a fast food junkie, and I remember one day I was out running errands, and I was like, I'm just going to stop by really quick and pick up something on the way home. And I swear, I kid you not, I went through the drive-through and the girl at the window tells me, "Oh, where's your dog?" And at that moment I knew I had to switch Jack in the Boxes. She knew my dog. And like when the fast food people know you, it's time to switch places. And I'm like, instead of a rational person, oh yeah, it's time to change my habits. Nah, it's time to switch stores. I was younger. I could carry the habit. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, like I've noticed that as I've gotten older, like you know, when you're younger, like old kid, you can eat as much as you want, but when you get older, the weight stays.
Yes. Yeah, it does. I was a Subway fiend for years in the UK. We're kind of limited to fast food joints, but I'm a sucker for a good Whopper. I love Whopper. I like their charbroiled beef. And I basically put bacon and cheese on everything. That's my go-to. Unless it's a fish sandwich, that's kind of gross.
I actually have a story with a hamburger, and it has to evolve with this little guy right here. This little guy. I was eating a hamburger once, and he actually, because I was like laying on my bed, because I don't really have any like chairs in here.
Hmm.
So I was just eating a hamburger, and he walks up, and I feel something pulling, and I look over, and it was him eating the other side of the hamburger.
I've had something similar to where I'm driving in the truck and I do that thing where I'm just not even thinking, like where you're biting the sandwich. And it's a thing I do. I drive one-handed and then I kind of like I hold my hand over my shoulder, just kind of like not even thinking, and the dog started biting on my sandwich. And I'm kind of like, I wasn't offering you any. But yeah.
The animals definitely, they want a taste of the human food.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Let me see. Oh, agreed. I don't know if they do the bacon double cheese XL over there, but like we'll do the devious things for them. So damn good. Yeah. I don't remember if they do an XL. I want to say they do. I remember the Halloween Whopper. It was the one that was dyed in squid ink or octopus ink, I think. Yeah, dyed black. I think they only did it the 1 year. It didn't do well because it tasted a little funny because of the dye.
I remember those.
Yeah, I think they only did it the 1 year. I was curious. I never tried it. Let's see. I remember that I really wanted to try it, but they never had it in stock. I went and then they stopped being served. Yeah.
I tried it and it didn't taste too good. I guess the ink of the bread, it just didn't taste right.
Yeah, I heard that a lot. It was the ink that made it taste funny. I did love, I'm one of those people. I'm a pumpkin spice fiend. I'll try pumpkin spice milkshakes from just about anywhere. The Dairy Queen, in my opinion, has the best. They even drop in little bits of gingerbread cookie. I want to say the one from, did Burger King do one? I think I've had theirs also. Um,
I've had like I love pumpkin pie, so like that's what I usually have with like I have like pumpkin stuff with like my hot chocolate and stuff.
I love pumpkin pie.
I've had lattes. I don't really drink coffee a lot. I've only drank it a few times, but
Yeah, that's pretty much the only time I'll buy Starbucks regularly is during Halloween. I don't know if they still do it. They have a Count Frappula that they do, and then they have the holiday frappes.
I bet if I went to Starbucks, they would spell my name with a K.
I don't know. I've seen both spellings.
I was more making the joke of how they always get it wrong. Like with
Oh.
you, they would spell it the way I spell it, and then with me, they would spell it the way you spell it.
Who knows? Maybe. You never know. Let's see. I had the Halloween Whopper in England. It tasted okay. I can't remember what they dyed it with. I had a good iced coffee, but I had to be careful as I am a bit lactose right now. I'm drinking birthday cake in a can. It's about as disgustingly sweet as you can imagine. Yeah. I'm a coffee drinker. I like it. I've tried to tone it down to where I only drink coffee half the month and then the other half I drink green tea, and I seem to do a lot better on that. Not that I'm a total coffee person. Yeah, the caramel frappuccino is good. I like their iced macchiatos. Those are also good. But yeah, I'm not super bad on coffee the way some people are, where they get all cranky and fussy if they don't get coffee.
Yeah, that's more of an addiction.
Yeah.
I drink tea, now I just drink water with flavor packets because, we can't really afford the tea anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost a bunch of weight since like, cause before the tea I drink soda and then I drink the tea, and like ever since I switched to the water packets, I've been losing weight. But that might also be because of the less eating, because of the money stuff. But
Yeah, I mean soda, especially if you're female, especially during girl times, you'll notice there's less bloating, especially in the lower abdomen or in the bust. You also notice less chest pain. So that's also really helpful. That's a lot of stuff most people don't notice. So
I
that
just
comes in
noticed
handy too.
I started gaining a bunch of weight, and I was like, so I stopped drinking the soda and I switched to tea, and that helped. And then now I'm on the water, so that definitely helped with it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I learned that in aerobics in college. Yeah, if you limit yourself to just water, it does help with dropping weight. Also, if you're able to do morning or evening walks like 20 to 30 minutes a day, that'll also help drop, like if you're trying to do weight maintenance, and that'll also make a big difference. Like you can lose it pretty quick, and that's just pretty minimal exercise. Like if you're not big on exercise or workouts, it'll help you drop it pretty quick, and you don't have to like knock yourself out like trying to get the weight down.
I used to go on runs, but I haven't done that in a while.
I was never big on runs, plus especially the older I'm getting, my knees can't take it.
That's understandable.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially the walking, you burn the same amount of calories, plus it's easier on the knees. So that's also another thing to keep in mind, is you're doing the same exact workout. But it's all preference, whatever you prefer to do. I studied nutrition in college and took several kinesiology classes. It's the only reason I know that stuff. Not that I'm trying to come off that as a know-it-all. I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, always good stuff to know, I think. And then, of course, I have, I like studying herbs and foods. You can also manage numerous things through herbs, whether it's like, say, for example, if you have, and probably just later in life problems, but if you have like joint issues, eating things like pineapples, turmeric, ginger, that helps with bringing down joint swelling. So also good alternatives rather than just going to the doctor, getting injections, spending tons of money.
Yeah. I noticed one thing though, the healthier foods are usually more expensive.
They can be, it just depends on what you want to do. Like if you're into salads, you can also buy kale, spinach, things like that. It has more nutrients than regular iceberg lettuce. So you'd still be getting about the same. Still a little more, but you'd be getting a little more nutrition.
I'm just saying for like snacks and stuff, like they at my store, for example, they have like they'll have the fast like the the fattening foods, the junk food, and then they'll have the fruit on the side, and like the junk food is usually cheaper than the
Yeah,
fruit and stuff.
that's
I'm
true.
just like I want the fruit. I want
Mhm.
to eat. I want to eat some broccoli and some apples, and it's just expensive. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it is. It does cost more. Like fruit trays are a good idea. Um, like cheese and nuts, like if you're trying to keep your energy up, usually like 12 and 4 o'clock, those are good times to have cheese and nuts, things like that. Those are usually when energy is low.
Hmm.
So, I mean, those are always good times to keep in mind, especially if you're kind of trying to, like, say, keep your energy up and still like limit food intake.
Yeah.
That's funny. In terms of Halloween candy versus mac and cheese, how good is the mac and cheese? Is it like the best of both, or what kind of candy are we talking about here?
I think it really depends for me. I mean, mac and cheese is good.
I like Kraft. I like Velveeta. I don't really like the powdered cheese.
I like melted cheese.
Yeah, I like the even if it's just imitative, the imitation cheese, like the one that comes in that pouch, like the Velveeta cheese packet or that Kraft cheese packet. But I just don't like that powdery cheese mix where you have to mix it with milk and mix it with butter. That's
Yeah,
the only one I'm not too crazy about.
I usually just like take a block of cheese, shred it, and like put it onto the noodles,
Hmm.
and then I heat it up in the microwave.
Yeah, like I'll do the same thing. Like I'll do similar where I'll take like either the Velveeta cheese block or the Kraft cheese block. I'll mix in a little bit of milk. I'll microwave that. I'll mix it up and then I'll pour it over the boiled noodles. And it's kind of similar to using the packet. See if it's a really good mac and cheese, like a saucy 3 cheese number versus circus peanuts. I know where I'm going. But if you're bringing Kit Kats or Reese's Pieces to this gunfight, I'm going for the candy. Yeah, I love Kit Kats, Reese's Pieces, Butterfingers. I like. Mm, not too crazy about the Paydays or the Three Musketeers. I think I said that right. 100 Grand. I'm not too familiar with. Don't like Milky Ways too much.
I like Reese's.
I love Reese's.
R-E-E-F, yes. Mhm.
Yeah, we got a bag of early Halloween candy, and my brother and I split it between ourselves, and I already ate all of my half of the candy.
Uh,
I'm a horrible sugar bug. I got sugar rash 2 times, and I didn't learn my lesson. I kept diving back into the candy.
hmm. Well, I mean, candy is good.
I love it. Of course, I'll probably get another bag of candy later. I
It's
did
hard to
learn my lesson.
resist.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm a sucker for a Charleston chew. They're kind of hard to find here, but they're so good. I've never tried them. I'm not too sure what's in those. Um, have we ever been to a horror convention or comic convention? I've been to Texas Frightmare twice. It used to be at the Dallas Fort Worth airport, and I had always planned on going back, and now it moved to Irving. So I don't think I'm going to be going back because
when it was at the airport, it was more convenient because I could have flown in and stayed at the hotel at the airport. Now that it's in Irving, I'd have to travel back and forth, which would make it a little more inconvenient. So it'll be a while before I go back. Have you done either horror convention or comic convention?
I don't think I've been to a full-blown convention, but I have been to places that have like get-togethers of like costumes and stuff, but nothing. I don't think I've been to like a convention yet. I want to go to a convention.
Mm. I went on a day trip to a convention in San Antonio, Texas once. It was on my birthday. I got to meet the Saska sisters. I had my photo taken with them. There really wasn't too much there. It was one of the smaller conventions. So I walked around, checked out the booths, and then we left. But that one was kind of like really small. It wasn't really anything worth much to stick around for. Let's see. I used to do cons all the time between 2008 and 14. I've been getting the itch to go to another one for the last couple of years, but the pandemic's held me back. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Better safe than sorry, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mainly do Comic Cons in London and Telford, but I also did a few niche Doctor Who conventions. I'd love to go to a proper horror con, but they're all in Manchester. Like Conflu was bad enough before COVID. I don't want super Conflu, yeah. Sounds like
I
Conflu.
I've wanted to go to like Star Wars Celebration. I want to go to New York Comic Con. But
Mm,
pretty much any con would be good for me. You know, I got some costume ideas, you know, some
mm-hmm.
good ones. One of them is like a stormtrooper because
Hmm.
that's like just a plain old stormtrooper just walking around.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
That's because you can truly be anonymous. No one will know what you look like or who you are. You're just a stormtrooper.
Yeah, anonymity. See, if I were to do anyone recently, just because my hair's short and I have glasses, I would consider either doing Linda from Bob's Burgers or, I mean, Velma's a super easy choice from Scooby Doo.
Mine for like cosplays to really go into besides a stormtrooper would be classic Harley, which I'm doing for Halloween if I go with my friend. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if that happens, I'll be in a classic Harley outfit. But I've wanted to do that at cons. There's a few other ones I've thought about. I've been thought doing a Jedi one. You know, just some cool cosplays.
Mm-hmm. Went to a convention in London. It had many celebrities there. Michael Bain, Linda Blair, Burt Reynolds, Carl Weathers, Simon Pegg. That's cool. Yeah, I can't really can't think of too many cosplays recently. I mostly just come up with my own original ones. Like back in the day, I would have considered Hatsune Miku because I had long hair, so I would have bleached and dyed it. I wouldn't have done her arm tattoo because I already have one, so I would have just left what I currently have, even though it's on the wrong side. And I loved the idea of doing Bane, from I forget which Batman film.
Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises.
I think so, yeah. I loved that character. Yeah.
I always just like look at characters and like see which one would make the best cosplay, and then that's the ones I'll do.
See, I try to consider either ones that I like or ones that resonate with me or either ones that complement the way I look currently.
Hmm.
Like who
get
can I
that.
pull off currently? Like who do I think I resemble right now? Like
Most of the ones
affordable-wise.
I do, I want to have mask for like I like suits that cover the whole body, like Spider Gwen or Spider Man, like having those kind of a costumes. It's like classic Harley is also good for that because yeah, you see the face bit, but there's still the mask, and it is a full on outfit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I love face paint, so I mean Harley would appeal to me. I like that. Um, I mean, especially after Halloween, I love Day of the Dead paint. I'm not that good at it. I'm still learning how to apply it. It's a lot more detailed. There's a lot of technique that goes into it.
I'm
So,
having my friend do it.
mhm.
Uh, she's also said that it's not going to be exactly a classic Harley because she's kind of helping me with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the style of classic Harley, but I think she said it's gonna have like a skirt, some leggings, some boots.
Mhm. Yeah. I did do my own version of I know I'm going to mispronounce his name, Malcolm McDowell from Clockwork Orange once. I did my own version of him. I had the hat and the eyelashes. I had a more feminine shirt and I had the snake woman makeup. So I did my version of him as one of my existing characters.
Uh, I've never done in any of them. Uh, I've done Jason a few times. I've walked around as Jason. I wore a Vader costume once. I did that. But like going to a con, I want it to be like crazy good, be the
Hmm.
best possible. Also meet some people.
Yeah. Well,
Which
that's always the fun part.
Halloween, I might meet some people. Go to a few parties.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been out to a party in a long time.
I've been going to more because I want to, meet people.
Socialize.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally worth it. I mean, for me, it's work, but yeah, totally worth it.
Yeah. Definitely an anxiety inducing sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I say it's work, but I mean, that's why I like face paint or the mask. I mean, it kind of feels like it's easier.
Yeah, I get that. I've done that.
Let me see. Oh, they're asking, do either of us model or do cosplay, or is it just a thing for fun? I actually, when I was younger, I used to model, and then briefly I did work with a studio for about 3 years, and I currently work for myself as a photographer model. So I still do work as a model.
For me, I haven't done really anything yet, but I want to. Like, I want to take some photos, like on Halloween, if I'm able to get the Harley outfit going, and like I'm there with my friend. I want her to take some photos, and I'll post those to my Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Do I follow your Twitter?
I think you do. It's the Mistress of Fear.
I'll have to double check. Like I'm very post heavy. So I mean but I'll have to double check because I know whenever I run across people on my timeline, I also tend to retweet whenever I run across stuff that I like. So but I'll double check.
Yeah. The thing with me is just like I want to do cosplay photos and all that. It's getting them is the problem
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Well, I mean, you can always just set up your own camera or, like you were saying, have someone do it for you.
Yeah. I just got to be able to get the costumes. I want them to look good. Like when I would do photos, I want them to look really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a mermaid outfit I was looking at that I wanted for Day of the Dead. It was kind of like it was a black dress and it had like a skeleton, kind of like a dead mermaid overlay. And I'm like, oh, I don't think I can afford that. And I'm like, I can't make it myself because I'm not a DIY person. Like I can sew, but I'm not that good.
I've always like with the costumes I get, I always either look at like armor or I look at skin tight. 'Cause like I like those because they cover all the skin, but they still complement the body,
Mm-hmm.
and it can look good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of thinking I might recycle the same dress I wore last year, which isn't the end of the world. I can always just layer like maybe the veils that I'll put over, which will change the look of the dress to where maybe it won't be too noticeable that it's the same outfit. Plus, I think people would be more looking at the face paint than the actual outfit. So I think I can probably get away with that.
Yeah. I'll just say to just make sure it like works and looks good.
Yeah, I mean, because I have like my characters have their own closet, and then I have my own closet. So I have a lot of stuff that I can sort through. So I mean, I'm sure I can find something. I probably don't have to use the same dress. And I'm sure you know what I mean. Like I'm sure you have like your own costume closet, and then you have like your own regular everyday closet.
I keep more of my like costumes that I do have in
Mm-hmm.
like a little tub. That's where I keep them. Because I only have like just the one closet.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like they have their own specified space to themselves.
Yeah. I do want to get more though.
Yeah.
Ones that have more detail, ones that look better.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. We've been going on for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think that's a good stopping time.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it.
It's no problem. I'll hang out anytime I'm available.
All right. So let's see. Yeah, I won't be able to jump on live next weekend, but the weekend after I will, and I'll try and get a stream officially set up that way it can actually everybody will know the day and time.
As long as I'm not, busy with anything, I'll show up.
Alrighty, no worries. But yeah, I should have the films chosen for the watch along. But alrighty, thanks to everybody in the chat. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out as well. I appreciate you guys.
See ya,
All right.
everyone. Stay
Thanks.
frosty.
Thanks for stopping by. Good night.